Once again, this is G Lessons and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you for visiting this channel again. If you are new in this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the bell notifications for more updates. And this time, our discussion is all about Lesson 11. But stay tuned for the recap of Lesson 10. Okay, now at this point, we are going to discuss brief forms. So we have a new set of brief forms in lesson 11. So the first brief form here, okay, is the word when. Okay, brief form. So this is your when, E-N-N. So that is your when. Okay, for this symbol, AF and then T in brief form, that is after. Okay. Now, for this symbol, K and D, alright, that is could. Okay. Now, for the ND blend, it's end. Okay. For the E and R, it's were. Then, we do have the downward symbol ish and upward straight line D, that is should. Alright. And we do have the F and then a straight line for forward straight line for M, that is from. Okay. And the last, we do have the S, upward T, and forward R, so that is street. Okay. So this is when, after, could, and, were, should, from, street. So these are the brief forms of lesson 11. Okay. So let's proceed. Let's take up the principles of RD. Okay. RD, according to the rule, the combination of RD is represented by writing the R with an upward turn at the finish. Okay, upward turn at the finish. So meaning to say, this is your R. Okay, the upward turn at the finish is this one. That is your D. RD. Okay, that is how we are going to join the R and D. In the same manner for LD, okay, that's the same rule. We have to write an upward turn at the finish or at the last part or at the last symbol. This is your LD. Okay, so that is the rule. Now let's have an example. For the word assured. Okay, assured. So we have here RD combination. Okay, so we have a line here. Okay, assured. So there is a sounds of ish here. So we have the sounds of A and then ish and an upward deep hook and then RD combination. Assured. Okay. Another example, we do have the word hired. Okay. We have RD again here. That is our new lesson. Okay. So we have the sounds of H, I, and RD. A broken circle for I. And then an RD combination there. Just turned. Okay. And put a dot here. So that is hired. Okay. Next example. We do have the word insured. Okay. Insured. Alright. Insured. So we do have the word beginning inch, the sounds of ish, and then RD combination. So this is your line of writing. Okay. You have the line of writing there. So in, and then the sounds of ish, and a deep hook, and RD combination. Alright. That is insured. Okay. So one more example. We do have the word record. There, we have RD. Okay. That is our lesson. We have R. And then we have to put the circle at the back because it follows letter K. And then we do have the downward deep hook and the RD combination. That is record. Okay. Now it's time for you to read. Can you read this one? It's very simple. This is a small circle and the RD, and we just put a dot here. What is the word? Very good. It's heard. Okay. Then let's have another example. Can you read this one? Alright. Okay. In a big circle. Then RD combination. What is the word? Very good. Guard. Okay. Next. Can you read this one? We have a big circle and RD combination. And then an E. Okay. And then upward straight line. And then let's put a dot here. The word is very good. Hardest. Okay. So those are the rules in RD combination. Okay. So this time, we have to take up the LD combination. So the same, we have to turn at the finish. Okay. So example here, the word mailed. Alright. Mailed. So make a turn at the finish. That is the rule. Our new lesson is the LD combination. So we do have the M here in a big circle and the L and then turn at the finish. So that is the LD combination mailed. Okay. Can we have another example here? Okay. We have LD there. So we have the sounds of O and then an L turn. That is old. Okay. It's time for you to read again. Try to read this one. Okay. We have this symbol and then LD combination. What is that? And this one. What is that again? And this one. Okay. And the last example here. There. Okay. You can take a pause and then try to read. Okay, this one is failed. Very good. This one, upward, straight line, that's T, and then this is O, and then LD. So this is told. Very good. This one, S and O, and then LD combination, it's sold. Alright. Now we do have an H here, and then O, and then LD. So that is hold. Very good. So simple as that. Okay? Okay. Maybe I have to give you another example. Can you read this one? Okay. I have to draw a line again. Okay. Just this one. Okay. And a small circle. Then where? Okay. And then this one. Okay. And that one. Okay. So what's the word? This one is field. And this one, build. Very good. Okay. So those are the combination of LD. Alright. Okay. Now, let's tackle all about the bean in phrases. According to the rule, the word bean in phrases is represented by letter B or the B sounds after have, has, and had. So we have to use letter B for bean. Okay. Let's have an example. Remember, bean is represented by letter B symbol. Okay. Now this is your brief form. Have. Remember? Then just join the B there. So that is have. Have been. This is your been and this is your have because have is a brief form. Okay. Have been. So let's have been in phrases. Example. Let me draw a line first. Okay, imagine that is your space line. So we have is a brief form. So that is represented by V, downward curve. So been is letter B. So this is now your have been. Okay. Now next one, we have a big circle in brief form that is your I, and a V that is your have, and been is your letter B. So I have been. Okay. So this one, that is your you, right? In your brief form. And have and been. You have been. Alright? Uh, we have this big circle, an upward straight line, and then a downward curve for B. So this is your had been. Okay. Next example. Okay. So we have here another example. Upward straight line. And then, okay, and a downward symbol. And let's put a dot here above the vowel. So this is it has been. Okay. So another example. Let's have a line here. Okay. This one is a big circle. Okay, this one is a big circle, and we have a new brief form there that we have discussed in lesson. Alright, so this time this is I could have been. Okay, I could have been. So that is the phrase. Another one, we have I should have been. Okay. Next one, we have I had not been. Okay, we have had not been. Okay, this is had not been. Okay, so let's try. Can you do this on your paper? Can you try this one? Okay, so it's time for you to write. Try that on your paper and do let's check after. Okay, so let's draw a line here. Okay. Okay, let's answer. So that is I have been. If you're right, very good. What about the next one? That is okay. That's correct. Had been. Okay. Nice try. Let's have another one. I could have been. Can you do that? Try to write. Okay. So let's do it. I could have been. That's correct. I could have been. Okay. That is the rule or principles of being in phrases. Okay, now this time let's take up the last principle, which is the able in phrases. The word able is represented by a after be and been. Okay, so let's have an example. I have been able. Okay. I have been able. Let's try to do that. Okay. I is a brief form, have is a brief form, and this is our discussion a while ago. Been, which is represented by be. Able is represented by a big circle. Okay, so we have I, and then have been able. There you go. So we have able here. This is your been and this is your have. That is I. I have been able. Okay. So next example, we have I should be able. I should, alright, be able. Okay. What is new there? It's should and able. I is a brief form. Be is a brief form again. So, I followed by a downward curve should and then be for and then a for able. I should be able. Okay. Next example. You will be able. Okay. You will be able. Okay. Able is our new lesson. Okay. So that is you is a brief form, will is another brief form, and be is a brief form, and this is your big circle for able. You will be able. Okay. So next example, I may be able. I may be able. Okay. This is your I in a brief form, and then a straight line, and then counterclockwise. I may be, and then able. That is the shorthand. I may be able. So next, let's have another example. You have not been able. You have not been able. Okay. So let's draw a line here. Okay. There. You have not been able. See, you have not been able. This is your you, which is your brief form. Have is a brief form. Not is another brief form. And be is represented. This is your been. And a there is your able. You have not been able. Okay. One last example. I have not been able. Okay. Just have to. I have not been able. Okay. I have not been able. Okay. So those are the principles of been in phrases and able in phrases. Okay, so that ends our lesson 11. So I hope you have learned a lot from this video. And don't forget to keep on subscribing and visiting my channel so that you will be updated on the lessons of Greg's Shorthand. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the bell notifications for more updates.